So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
He's pushing it too right now.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
No.
It's okay to read such a happy ending, right?
This is a happy ending for you? With all these people dead? The killer couldn't have left.
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be open, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave.
Oh, right? Man, this is now more looking like Megiddo did this. Oh, no,
Now
dude.
that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Wait.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of
Was
setup was
Sonia
used.
outside the warehouse? I don't remember.
You don't
I
have to
think she
think
was.
so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
You don't mean...
Monokuma or Manami? But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. Oh, they mean Nikito. The one person who could have done that. Oh, shit. It always comes back to him, y'all. This motherfucker, y'all.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
But
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim.
also the killer.
What does that mean?
This is gonna be...
He was the victim.
I'm kind of
and
surprised
he
this
was
is
the
already
perpetrator
happening.
too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a
I just don't
Don't be
understand
stupid.
why.
His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
I mean, I think he could have done it to himself, but I think he would go that
Are you
far.
saying those were all self-inflicted?
Yeah, I
But-
can see that.
Nagito might do something like that.
Yeah, he would. Oh, he would.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember?
Yeah.
Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be
He could
impossible
have
for
done
him
it
to tie up
with,
his own
like,
arms
one
and
arm being
legs.
free. That does make it weird.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you
Did
understand.
he ask someone to
It
do
seems
it?
we need to discuss how Nagito was
Oh,
able to tie
he might
himself
have asked
up.
Minami or Monokuma.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
No, it is possible. Like he said, it's impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
To actually tie up your own arms.
Wow,
that's
okay,
wrong.
right away.
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
Yeah.
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his
Yeah.
arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up.
Wait.
Based on that,
How would he have
you can't
stabbed
say he
his
was tied up.
hand? Dude, I just don't get this guy. He tied himself up, slashes himself up a bunch. Oh man, what I don't understand is how he got both the spear and the knife through him. That's what I don't get.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that.
Oh.
That was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Okay. Proof that the burn rope on Nagito's arm is a trap. Wait, there was something that happened with his sleeve. I do remember that.
Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope
Yeah,
was
there
burnt
was
up,
no
his sleeve
injuries.
wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
Yeah.
That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right
And-
arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Where did that come from? Where, yo.
Akane, you should not give it away for free.
Yeah.
Make sure they pay you first.
Oh my. Yo, I feel like this is a whole new Sonya.
That's definitely wrong.
Yeah, yo, I'm kind of surprised that Yakuza is the one arguing
Fine.
this.
I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
Oh my god, what am I playing right now?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Oh,
I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's
yeah.
impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
How could he have done that? Let me think about that.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
He never, not only did she try to charge me, now she wants some money back. What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back to Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
Oh my god. A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. You'd have to prop it up, I feel like? It's okay, there's definitely an answer for this.
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
It could have, but that would have been way too hard.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Yeah.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I think this is it. I think that's
I agree
the
with
one.
that.
Okay, with the plushie.
The life-size Monokuma plushie.
Huh.
He must have used that to prop the knife.
Y'all, I bet the way this worked, boy ties himself up, gets him a bunch of cuts, and then sets up the Monokuma plushie to fall into his hand. He's still alive as this is all happening. The moment the door opens, he knows the spear's gonna fall and kill. It could have been something like that.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Yeah.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
Oh.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him.
Oh, I see
and it
what
also
they're
explains
saying.
the mysterious blood on the plushie.
Okay, it
So
does.
the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right
Oh
hand.
my fucking god.
I see. So that's the trick.
Yeah,
But
apparently.
for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something. A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After
Oh
stabbing
boy,
his
y'all.
hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
Probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
Probably did.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge
The
problem.
spear.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed by impaling
this guy's
himself with a
crazy.
spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last
Right.
thing to happen to Nagito.
And that I agree
If
with.
that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is
It
stabbed
had
into
to
it.
automatically
Then
fell.
he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
No, he would
There
instantly
is a
die.
limit to his constitution.
Yeah.
If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Yep. That is
I'm
true.
sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Oh my god, dude.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Oh my. Man, cause.
Better cut it out.
Yeah.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
Y'all, I thought that was like maybe a cat hoodie. Now I'm wondering if it's actually like a rabbit ears or something. I don't know. It does
It'd
look
be
like
hard
cat
to use a
ears.
spear with a knife stabbed into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that.
Yeah.
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
He's. Hold on, let me see which way he pushes this
That's
to.
why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Okay.
Monami sassing me.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So
Let me think about that.
this might also be the same.
Oh no,
Calling
okay,
this
he's
a
trying to push a narrative.
takes too
so
much for granted.
Now
And
I
it's too
definitely think it
convenient.
is a. You really had to go so gruesome with it,
Are
though.
you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course, that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed.
Yep.
But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Yep.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer. But is unimaginable.
Oh, it's imaginable for this one. For this mother, it is
Do you
imaginable
really
for sure.
think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
Oh man. It's
I
not
did
impossible.
say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Yeah.
I feel that there's some way he could have
Well,
stabbed
because we
himself
gotta
with
take
that
into
spear.
account the girder. That's how the spear fell.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
Oh, how would it have fallen though with the fire?
You don't know.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together.
Okay.
That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that, but then
All
even
right,
now.
let's do this.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, because he could have done this beforehand.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. It's
Yeah.
still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
Yeah,
There
but
was
there could have been a
something off
certain
about his
order of the
left
way he
hand.
did it.
The bloodstain on the palm
Yep.
of his hand.
Oh, he was
Don't you think
holding
it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
Yeah.
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
That's right.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
Well, it's unnatural, but it's just, it tells a lot though.
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
It was gripping the cord of the spear.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm.
Yeah.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear.
No, he's grabbing the cable.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
Yeah.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while
Oh
he gripped
my
the spear.
god. This dude is
But
ridiculous.
even if he held the spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's
Hey,
the problem.
Chiaki, what do you think?
It's, okay, I think we all know what the
Hey,
situation
don't
is.
tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
Yeah.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
So he was holding on to the cord.
I see! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
Yep.
Plus,
The cable's
joint
long
between
too.
the weight and the cord
Oh,
had
yeah.
a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Yep, which
Isn't
would be
the
his hand.
size of that cut off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part
I thought
Nagito
he
was
was
gripping.
holding
huh?
on to the end where that like cone-like
And then
part is.
the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Yep, that makes sense.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Because we needed to know how the spear was propped up.
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
Nah, nothing like that. Oh,
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
yeah, so again, this is the girder joint.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand, but from there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? Man, I had some time to think about this, y'all, again, and I think it is plausible maybe he killed himself, sure. But God, he just seemed, his eyes still scream at me. He just seemed like he was in such fear. I don't know.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
Yo, I'm down.
At a time like
Yo, I
this.
talk to you all day. I got the whole kettle ready. At a time like
How
this,
about we stick to The plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once.
Yeah, I'm down.
That's a long plan, Nate.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first.
Yeah.
Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Position before it hit Nagito. Nagito is facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach, which means, so if it was just before that, that means it has to fall. That's it, could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think about it, I should be able to figure it out. Where was the spear and what state was it in before it stabbed Nagito? Okay.
It's all coming together.
Okay, we got it, y'all. So yeah, again, it's like I said, it probably fell from the ceiling. But why was there, from
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up.
Yep.
It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Yep.
Perpendicular. In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Yep.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder.
Yeah.
And using that as a
started to
support,
pull it down.
he hoisted the spear directly above him.
Are we gonna see it?
And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder.
Yep.
It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Absolutely.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed like that?
He
Yeah, I guess so.
probably chose that spear so he could commit like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
Dang, maybe he did
I
do
agree.
all this.
When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
Yep.
So you're saying he needed
thought
to
about
use
that
that
too.
spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real?
Apparently, dog. I feel like right now I feel the most like him in this trial. He's questioning all the right things. Yeah.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Apparently, dude.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
That's crazy, dude. Oh
That
my
spear should
God.
not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear,
Jesus,
right?
dude.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Did he need to go that far?
Apparently.
That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Was there
He was
something
probably trying to get us to make a mistake.
that, or maybe there was something about in that file that he didn't like?
By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
Oh
That's
my
why
God.
He stabbed himself over and over again?
So he didn't believe in me
Did he want us
at
to
all.
die that bad?
Apparently enough.
Seriously, so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Yep, geez, and I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. Completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us after he died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be staring
However,
at me.
there is one thing I still do not understand.
Right.
He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
He did
Whatever
say
became
that.
of that?
I
Was probably
don't know.
planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place?
That's a very valid question. Starting to doubt there's more to the way he did than just kill
If he
them.
had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick.
Yeah.
He made us
Man,
split
had this
up and
all
search for a bomb so
premeditated.
none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
Okay.
Tried to make us doubt each other. It tried to hide the truth behind his.
Did he cause a
Okay.
bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
Let me really think about this. You know, actually, maybe he did this to get a reaction out of somebody outside of this group. Maybe Monokuma or Manami.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah. It appears we've come to a conclusion. It was all done by him so we'd be
Jesus.
executed.
We should be
should be
careful
okay,
though. We
right?
should. I don't want to commit to it just yet. And
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
Agreed.
It's probably just my imagination.
No, God, I think you and I, yeah. What you think? Why? I mean, it's sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito commits. But why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is?
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
It is interesting. He's pushing it.
What do you
right
think,
now.
Ukane?
Oh.
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a lie. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
I'm starting to think maybe I'm actually right here.
It's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
No, that's not how this is
It's okay to
gonna
reach such a
work.
happy ending, right?
This is a happy ending for you? With all these people dead?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say...
No!
Decided on the killer?
No.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Maybe he did this for Hajime.
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
I
Like
agree.
who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the
No,
conclusion
but
won't
you can
change.
use this to try to
That's
identify
true,
who it
but-
is.
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Agreed.
Hey, what do you
Agreed.
mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's tons of stuff. Like, what is World Ender? Who's in it? Chiaki and maybe Manami being connected. I
There's
don't
just
know.
one thing that doesn't make sense. And it relates to Nagito's
It's his
death.
again. It's his
Plus,
eyes, man.
It's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Let's see if I'm right, y'all. Something related to Nagito's death. It's something that he couldn't even mess
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
with. Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that I couldn't mess with. Oh boy, I'm gonna be honest. I gotta look through everything. I do not know. It was discovered. Oh, it was the time of day, right? Is that what it was? The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Is believed to be or is? That's two different things. Sure.
I see! Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
You know, and this wouldn't be the first time Monokuma would have messed with the trial, y'all. This would not have been the first time. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this, but let's just get to whatever this is. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chuck is worried about. What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file?
I got it!
There is no cause of death. It's just...
In this particular case's Monokuma file,
Yeah.
there's no specific cause of death.
Not only is the spirit stabbed through some of their multiple stab wounds and size for more last, it's only just what happened to him, not what killed
Isn't
him.
that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
That's true.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
No, it could have been different things. Could have bled
The
out.
spear knocked your
Could have been the
stomach.
impaling.
It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
No.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
What?
Well,
What are you
Monokuma,
talking about?
I plead the fifth! There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
Seriously? You are
Even
useless,
during
man.
Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the
Yeah.
thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's
Oh, we haven't
death?
even gone over the gas
Are
yet?
you
Or the
suggesting
stuff in his room?
again that his death wasn't a
You guys were the ones who said it was a in the first place.
No,
Doesn't
I don't
matter.
think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a but come to think of it, did
Yeah.
Nagito really commit just to get us all killed?
are you sticking up for him?
I feel like he wouldn't have wanted
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Oh, Oh, no.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
Yeah.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because
I
you
don't think he
believe in
believes
his
in him,
malice,
he just
you
knows
continue
him.
to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
He's talking a little too much, y'all.
Friendship.
I don't, yeah.
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
No!
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
We've
Yep.
come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right.
Okay.
That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now.
Okay.
That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
All your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Yeah, think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that you can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation where it might be the thing Nagito wanted all along. Oh, no, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. No, I think you're right. Is this an intermission? Okay, no problem. Okay, trial suspended, y'all. We gonna see y'all in a bit. Oh, class trial reopened, y'all. Resume! Let's go!
I'm Mommy.
Oh.
By now, there's nothing more for me to say.
Oh, good. All right, so you can get out of here then, right?
My chest is full of pride right now.
You gotta talk anyway.
Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome.
I thought you said you had nothing left to say.
I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can.
Oh, will you stop
I'm gonna
talking?
show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
I can't, y'all. I can't do this
basically
today,
it.
man. Okay, thank you. Get out of here.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the
Okay.
beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Okay.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
No, it wouldn't be.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds,
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlook.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
Start going over all the evidence, my boys, one by one. A fatal wound that wasn't a spear. I don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. I think the poison's gonna come into play. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I bet it's that. I bet it's that, y'all.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
Okay.
it's not the knife in his right hand, right? It's not the other wounds, right?
Nope.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
No.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Ooh, I think it's that, y'all.
I agree with that.
So it was poison. So he took it. Huh. Okay.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility.
Yep.
If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Don't they normally in the file say like if stuff was traced in their
It
system?
is true
Maybe
that
I'm wrong.
poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Yep.
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Yep.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
Yeah.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
Right.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I did not know
You
that.
see, you sure seem to know
Maybe
a lot
that's
about
why he
medicine.
slashed up everything so he wouldn't have
What
that.
does that mean?
But
I didn't even think
if
about
blood
that.
blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood,
blood.
there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Right.
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
I think so.
That's also a possibility.
Yeah.
Both of Nagito's hands were full, so how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
Huh.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible
I
he
think they
consumed
said it
in
takes place
advance.
right away.
No, The warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Yep.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Could he just like grabbed it with his mouth? I don't know. At this point, I'm just assuming
And
things.
this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
Wait, I'm missing
His
a
mouth was
detail.
covered with
I
duct
think
tape.
that cloud
If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his
gas
lips?
near him.
There's no way he could have
Could he
drank
have
the
inhaled
poison.
it? Maybe.
It might be impossible.
Let me think about that. If it's susceptible to hydrolysis, it becomes a gas. You can inhale it, but I don't know if it's potent
Just
enough at
kidding.
that point.
It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Oh,
Since
hold
we've
on now.
already
Hold on.
ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method.
Okay.
The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm right. What if the poison entered the gives body? The answer's written on the warning label. I should think carefully and try to remember it.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
Yeah.
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Yeah, this enhanced liquor is potent and takes effect immediately. Handle with care. Though it's all till these little liquors are dangerous when vaporized. Oh!
Dangerous when vaporized.
Okay.
In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas. Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
Yep.
Breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The sprinklers, maybe?
I see! The sprinklers in the
The
warehouse.
hydrolysis?
Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
But Monokuma did say we have to leave the vicinity right away.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Apparently not.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
What was that? The gaseous state is heavier than air, breaks down in minutes, and susceptible to hydrolysis. So it's possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Okay.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The
Yep.
chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Okay, that makes
Also,
sense.
the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But
Okay.
Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If
Yeah.
it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
No.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poison. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
What?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but
Huh.
so what?
Yeah, I guess.
In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already.
No, there's still more to
Nagito
go
inhaled
over.
the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Someone could have set it up
Well,
too.
with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right, all the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
No,
What?
there's
There's
still more to go over.
more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is unclear. Did he commit just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really
Hey,
okay?
what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's malice. Is it really okay to finish this here? Okay, my boys, y'all know what time it is. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, y'all already know. Make sure if y'all enjoyed the video, subscribe. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment down below. I love hearing from y'all. Make sure to also follow my socials. Links down below in the description. I've got a X, an Instagram, and a community Discord. Check those out. And just look forward to some more Danganronpa. And we're getting to the final stretch, if not close to the final stretch of the channel hitting YouTube partnership. If y'all can help your boy out, like I'm gonna post about it as well, but it would mean so much to me. If y'all enjoy Danganronpa, you know what? You watch it or just like have it in the background or something. Watch some of the older content. That would help a ton to get the watch hours bumped up because that's all we need left to make it there. But that's only if y'all want to. I'm not trying to force anything on nobody. It would just help me out. That's all. I'm out of here. I'm very blessed to have y'all. Like especially all of y'all regulars that come through. Even if you comment or don't comment and whatever, I still love y'all. But yeah. Alright. I'm gonna see y'all next time. I love y'all. Peace!